Hi Scorpio, Happy New Year. This is Star. I'm going to be doing 2 readings for you today. We're starting off with just taking a look at different areas of your life, love, overall happiness, and wealth. I just want to see what kind of messages come up here for throughout the year, really, that you need to be aware of. So this is going to be for Scorpio. Excuse me, Scorpio. Oh my goodness, Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what comes up for you. Let's start with love. Okay, that's a lot more than I was wanting to get, but let's see. No, actually, I want to put them back. It's just too much. I usually really like to only get one at a time. Okay, thank you. There we go. All right, we do have wall here, which is representative of some sort of misunderstanding when it comes to love. We have quill, get back to the basics. And beetle, good fortune. We're going to clarify all of these. For happiness, we have bear, danger, especially in money matters. So there is going to be a need for you to be a bit vigilant on your finances. 2 there. There we are. Okay, we have teapot. A deep friendship with someone of the same sex. And we have an older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. So this older woman may be someone that you have a deep friendship with. Okay, we'll take a look at what that danger is. Let's see about your wealth. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. And now we have a younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. Okay. At the bottom, we do have weeping willow, family sorrow. And I was picking that up a bit here with the love. So love can be romantic, or it could be, friendship with your, family. There is some sort of misunderstanding here. Let's take a look at what that is. Okay, yeah, see we have the sun in reverse. So something being unclear, not having all the facts. Also, I was picking up on some sadness. Okay, we have the 9 of swords. So let me just see one more. And we have the hermit in reverse. So I'm getting here that either someone thinks that you don't care, like you don't care enough about something, or you feel that about someone else. Whichever way it goes, it's not true. I just feel like someone here, I want to say somebody was either going through a depression or going through a period of time where they just felt like they needed more space. They needed to figure things out about themselves, not just like external things, but something about themselves. And this is making someone think or see that person, whoever this is, whether it be you or someone that you're dealing with, but it's making someone think that, whoever it is that's taking sort of a time out or being detached, seeing them as being selfish, uncaring, that kind of thing. But like I said, it's not true. So if you're feeling that about someone, they do care. It's just they're going through something like an internal battle of sorts or some sort of depression. Okay, so we have getting back to basics with the Chariot. And we have the 3 of Cups. And the Empress. So some of you could be traveling, or we are right around like after the holidays, so you may have been traveling, or but I'm feeling here there's a need for you, or you're feeling a need perhaps to travel to visit someone, because I'm seeing here like reunions, um, having more fun as well, feeling cared for, feeling nurtured, or providing this to others. So your focus may have been on, I don't know, career, work. Like, I feel like love may not have been a priority for you. Um, However, yeah, because I'm seeing you. This may have been you who was taking a time away, okay, or being a bit, like I said, detached, a bit standoffish. But it seems as though you need to reach back out, connect with the people who love you. Um, I don't know why I feel like some of you are like visiting a mother or a mother figure. Okay. We have good fortune with the Three of Pentacles. Two of Wands reverse, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Yeah, so I'm getting here. You've kind of been in your shell, or like just kind of hibernating is the best way that I can describe it, but just very alienated is what I'm picking up. Now, before I go any further, I will say this reading, I did one for Capricorn, and this reading was totally different than the tarot reading that I'm going to do once I finish this. So just understand that messages from here may apply to you and not the tarot, or vice versa, or you may get messages in both. So just keep that in mind. But I'm getting here that you're going to get much further. I feel like the people who love you, who care for you, are a major resource for you in some way, shape, or form. Like, they can bring ideas to you. They can help carry out certain plans. It could very well have to do with money, okay, because we do have this King of Pentacles here who is in reverse. So I'm feeling like some of you may have been experiencing some instability, possibly financial instability and whatnot, and not even considering getting help. Like, maybe you're just the type of person you don't like to ask for help. I know I'm like that, and I'm a Scorpio moon, so perhaps that's like a common trait. But I'm seeing here, like, getting back to basics, meaning the people, like your core group of your soul tribe, however you want to call them. This is going to lead you toward some sort of good fortune, or just an improvement in your overall emotional state. Okay. So for happiness, let's see the danger with regards to money. Okay, we have Page of Cups. Ooh. Eight of Pentacles reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so oh my gosh, okay. Two tens, Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So some of you, there may be a lot of expenses happening here with regards to family. Or, the first thing that I actually picked up was there may be some sort of opportunity from a person that you're not all that familiar with. So this could be anything, really. This could be, like, for example, I don't know, you're trying to purchase some sort of, let's say, a car or something like that. I'm seeing here you need to be careful. So we are in retrograde season. There's a bunch of planets that are in retrograde, namely Mercury is going to be in retrograde until around mid-month. So any kind of like purchases or any kind of like financial transactions, contracts, you really need to be careful, because I'm seeing here that there's an opportunity in which, if you're not very careful, you may lose some money on. So just, be aware of that. Obviously, there's things that we can't stop our life for any kind of planetary transit. So it's really not a message of you, like, stopping in your tracks and don't do anything. It's more so like read the fine print. Think things through very thoroughly. Don't make any, rash decisions here, because there is there is a possibility of some sort of financial loss, and of course that would definitely affect your happiness overall. So let's take a look at. Ooh, all right. We have friendship with someone of the same sex, and we have the Page of Wands in reverse and the Star in reverse. The Eight of Swords reverse. Okay. It is happiness, so I tend to look at things in a more, or I tend to want to look at things in a more positive light. But this is whatever affects your happiness, and I feel as though some of you may be like losing a friend. You may be moving on from someone who you consider to be a friend, because you realize that this person is not on the same level as you. You possibly feel like you've outgrown this person, because there's a sense here like you feel, I don't know, disappointed by their immaturity or lack of it's just they have certain traits that you don't want to be around. You feel like being around this type of person, it holds you back somehow, which is true. It just is what it is. You tend to energy is kind of contagious. So if you're around people, let's say, that have really bad habits or depressive, or that can definitely stick. So I do feel as though you may be letting go of a friendship that, with someone that you have had this friendship for quite some time. It could be an older woman. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we have the Devil in reverse. Judgment. Yeah, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So yeah, it could very well be this older woman. You're seeing the truth. You're seeing the true colors of this person and how toxic they were. I do feel like there was, they tend to emotionally manipulate. There's a lot of lies here, a lot of promising things. Hence the reason why the Star card is in reverse. So this person may portray themselves as someone who would be there for you, like your ride or die, right? And then you face some sort, because I pick up on some kind of emotional difficulty that you've been through. So maybe you were going through a dark time, and in the moment that you really needed somebody's support, you reached out to this person who you thought was like your best friend or somebody very, very close to you. And this person just was not there. Okay, they really showed you who they were. These cards, they do talk about gender, but in tarot and divination, I really don't like to specify that, because it may just be like a feminine energy and not necessarily a female. So just keep that in mind. But it does say older woman, so for a majority of you, that could very well be the case. So yeah, this definitely can impact your happiness, unfortunately, in a negative way. All right, so let's see wealth. We have the High Priestess in reverse with persevere and you will overcome problems. That one that almost flipped was the Nine of Wands, which is about persevering. So, okay. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so I'm not even going to pull more for these, because I feel as though you really have the answers within. You may doubt yourself a little bit, but something inside of you is telling you to keep at something that you've been working on. Or maybe, I don't know, with the Nine of Pentacles, this could very well be like your own business or something like that. But there's a need for you to keep going, because with the Nine of Pentacles, again, it's financial independence. So it does seem like you are on the right track, and you already know it. So listen to your intuition. Let's see, new creative ideas, new ventures, and this fresh start. What is this? Okay, Page of Swords, I'm sorry, in reverse. Yeah. So you don't yet see this, you don't yet know this, but this will be coming into your reality. Some kind of new idea. I don't feel like the majority of you have this idea yet, but it will come, and it will be a very good opportunity for you to do very well in your finances. Let's see how this younger man comes into play. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups reverse. That is your energy. Temperance reverse. King of Swords. So there's that Nine of Wands again, persevering. So there may be someone here who is, I want to say like showing you, teaching by example, but not in a positive way. It's more so like you're seeing someone's behavior and how this is affecting them in their life, and kind of holding them back. And this behavior is with regards to, I'm getting like a lack of, like an inability to compartmentalize. Okay, so that's kind of odd that that's coming up here. But there's a sense here that, when things are going on in your life, so for example, you're at your job and you get a phone call from, I don't know, one of your children or your spouse or whoever, telling you some bad news. Okay, we're all human. We have, human reactions or whatever. But if you're in the middle of work, or, there's just certain things that we cannot put on hold because of what's going on in our life or what's going on with us emotionally. And this may have been an issue. Okay, so I feel as though somebody is showing you through example, like what not to do, is what I'm picking up on. Like there's this need to set aside. Yeah. So there's a need to set aside some difficult emotions, and I keep kind of picking that up, like it's kind of a shadow over the entire reading. Now, for some of you, this may be, this sadness or this heaviness that you have been experiencing, maybe as a result of a younger man. You may have incurred some sort of loss, because of a younger man. I don't quite know how this younger man comes into play, but I mean, like who this person is. But what I am picking up on is that you're seeing that you need to, like I said, compartmentalize and focus on what it is that you're working on, because it's like you don't want the distractions right now, because you may be very close. The nines are when you're like almost to completion. And I am seeing that. It's like, look, here is that last pentacle. Okay, you don't see it yet. And it may very well be that someone does see it. You know what? I feel like somebody may be jealous of you. Okay, so just be careful. Like if this is at your workplace, not everybody who smiles in your face is actually on your side. I'm sure you know that, because, Scorpios tend to be suspicious of others. And in this case, I do feel like it's very, very much warranted. Again, the High Priestess is here. She is in reverse, which kind of tells me, and then the Sunrise as well. It kind of tells me like there's something that you don't know yet, but you are going to find out. I feel like your intuition has been giving you signs. So you need to heed those warnings, because you're so close to the Ten of Pentacles that honestly, you don't want anybody distracting you with their bullshit. Or if this is you who tends to get distracted by, emotional things going on in your life, or just overall chaos, or, whatever. something you're working on is really gonna, it's bringing you a good amount of financial stability, and you do not want to miss out on that, Scorpio. So that's that. Now let's move on to your tarot reading for the month of January. This is kind of an overall, you know, what you need to be aware of for the year. Major things that could be happening, but all right, let's see. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. There's that Nine of Pentacles again. And the King of Wands, yeah, so definitely taking action here. No longer being held back by self-limiting beliefs or whatever it was that was in your thoughts, like constantly in your thoughts. I feel like you're getting that under control, and you're seeing the results of that. But it's definitely a result because you're taking action. So if the action is not going to be taken, you're not going to get that Ten of Pentacles, and much less the Nine of Pentacles, and much less the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so King of Swords. King of Swords came up before as well. Okay, let's see. Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, both in reverse. So, to be honest with you, I'm picking up on this need or this desire to break free from something, a situation, your own beliefs, like I said, but there's this feeling of like wanting freedom to pursue your true desires. And I do feel as though you're at odds with someone else. You're at odds with someone who is trying to hold you back somehow, or maybe not even trying, that it just is, and you're seeing this. Look, we have the Fool at the bottom. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, what did I do here? All right, let me take a look here. Yeah, so I feel like you're flipping the script on someone. So there was at some point, either a person or a situation had a lot of power over you one way or another. But here you are identifying, you know, whatever that is, and being very decisive on moving forward. It doesn't mean that you're leaving anything behind per se. Some of you could be, but it's not necessarily that. It's more so like you are taking control. You're taking the control back in a situation, and whoever's trying to like hold you back, or maybe it's out of fear that, I don't know, that you're gonna exit their life. I don't know, whatever it is, but there's a sense of like this push and pull. Like you're wanting to get out there, pursue something that might make you a lot of money, or might give you more of a sense of independence. And this threatens someone around you, or it's threatening to a situation. Okay, so let's clarify. Yeah, see, we have the Ace of Wands with that Eight of Swords in reverse. So breaking free from whatever thoughts had been holding you back. It could have been heartbreak. Like I said, I sense some sort of sadness that you were carrying in the past, and this may have been holding you back mentally. Yeah, but see, Two of Swords is in reverse. You're making that choice to just leave something, or at least put it off to the side. in order to have some new beginning or to be able to pursue something that brings you more excitement. You see, we have the Ace of Swords. Tower reverse. Okay, so you're definitely moving in silence here. You're doing things more so for yourself at this point. Because I do feel with that Eight of Swords in reverse, you may have been sacrificing a lot, at your expense. And here you are moving in silence because you don't want the pushback. Mm-hmm. There is fear in this, but you're going to do it anyway. The King of Wands is going to do it anyway. I feel like this is your energy. You're embodying this King of Wands energy. It's like, come hell or high water, I'm going to go for this because this is it makes me feel accomplished and fulfilled. And it may not be everybody's cup of tea, or it may not fit into everybody's plan, around you, whoever it is that you're dealing with. And there is some insecurity here. You don't know how things are going to work out or if they're going to work out for you. But at this point, it really doesn't matter because the state of mind that you were in the past is just not acceptable. And so you feel like there's no other choice but to take action. And you know that this could definitely cause a lot of friction in your life, but I really don't think, remember I said somebody feels like you don't care? In a way you don't. And I'm not getting like this is in a malicious way or like you're totally being egotistical. I really don't pick that up. I just feel like, you're at a point in your life where you're just, I want to say I've said this before in your readings in the past. It sounds familiar to me, but I just feel like you've sacrificed too much of your time, too much of your desires have gone by the sideline because trying to make everybody else happy. And it just hasn't been working out for you. Okay, Eight of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Emperor reverse and, okay, all of these are reverse. Emperor, Queen of Cups, and the Hermit in reverse. You trigger somebody emotionally. I really feel there's someone here who's afraid to let you go. Could be a Virgo, could be an Aries. I don't know if you're like in like a process of self-discovery. Maybe you've changed a lot over the years and you're trying to come to terms with like who you are today. And that's creating a lot of change in your life, a lot of change in your overall attitude and who you typically are. So you may be a person, King of Wands is someone who is very charismatic, comes off as very warm. So you there's like a magnetism to you. There's someone who's like afraid to lose that. They're very much emotionally attached. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So you're going to be faced with a tough choice here because, again, I don't know if it's really a tough choice because I just feel like you're going to do this no matter what, whatever this is. Look, here's the King of Wands again. King of Wands wants to pursue his happiness. The nines are very much about the individual. It's not like the 10 of Cups where it could be, happiness for an entire family, a whole group of people. This is just your happiness. You are pursuing your happiness. But the Two of Swords, this decision is something about you moving on. It could be moving on, moving away. It could be traveling. Any of those things you may be wanting to pursue to find your own happiness, your own place in this world. Maybe you're like this close to really achieving like what you think is your purpose in life. It's something big. It's something important for you that you see, or you've come to the conclusion that you've been putting this off forever. For some of you. For others of you, this has been a process where like you've slowly changed over time. And whatever you thought your purpose was before, well, guess what? Now it changed. Now you've discovered, X, Y, and Z that you're very passionate about, and you're going to go for it. And this threatens somebody around you. So in a way, I totally get the emotional attachment. But in a way, if anything, if you really look at the big picture, it could be the other person that is being selfish, wanting you to sacrifice, so much of yourself. So yeah, let's see the King of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. For some of you, this person that may be like holding you back emotionally could be a child. For others of you, this is just someone who tries to use like this emotional aspect to confuse you. But, and again, this is the reason why they feel like you don't care, because you are embodying the King of Wands and the King of Swords energy. The King of Swords, look, he's smiling. He seems friendly enough. And he very well may be. However, he does what needs to be done, no matter who gets hurt, because it's the logical thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It's the fair thing to do, all of those things. Logical, fair, right? Like all of those things are good things. However, it doesn't sit well with someone else. And that is where this conflict comes in, this Five of Swords. But I feel like you're very, once you arrive, because some of you haven't even gotten to this point, but once you arrive at that decision, there is no changing it. You're not turning back. Look at that. Knight of Wands reverse. Knight of Wands reverse. Temperance reverse. Sagittarius energy. This may be somewhere in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Let me do one more. A more Sagittarius energy, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so I'm feeling here a lack of balance in the sense of, oh my goodness, let me take a drink. So sorry, guys. Okay. So imbalance in the sense of like fulfilling your responsibilities versus fulfilling your desires. And so I feel like that's where the confusion lies. The thing is that I do kind of sense that fulfilling your desires will make it easier for you in the long run to fulfill your responsibilities. Because I feel as though if you pursue whatever it is that you want to pursue, it's going to put you in a better like financial situation. Yeah, I just feel like someone wants to stop you in your tracks by telling you things like that will trigger you emotionally, or try to manipulate you somehow emotionally, like whether they're trying or not, like whether they realize they're doing that or not. I do pick that up. But again, it would be like they're asking you to sacrifice your passion. So with the Seven of Wands in reverse, we have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. So again, there's emotional attachments that cause a lot of confusion in your life. There may be a fire sign. Again, I pick up on a strong Sagittarius. Could also be Aries or Leo. I don't know why I'm getting like petulant. Somebody could be very petulant. But I feel like eventually this person is just going to give up, because they're going to see that there is no holding you back. You're like a wild horse. You just cannot hold this. You can't be contained. And so I do feel like this person is going to realize they're going to give up. They're going to have to give up, as insecure as this makes them, whatever it is. It's kind of like, if you can't beat them, join them. So I do kind of feel like eventually they'll get on the same page with you when they understand what it is you're doing. So remember, in the first reading, we did get that misunderstanding under love. This could be somebody that you love, which is, I am picking that up pretty strong. There's definitely like an emotional attachment here. But I feel like this is more so a communication problem. There's somebody who feels very insecure by your choices and decisions. And I feel as though if they just get on the same page with you and trust what it is, the process that you're going through. Look at what it leads to, the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah. So in order to get there, you would need people on your team. These people who are very, threatened. If they actually work with you, big things can happen. However, what's holding this back, or what puts this at risk, is a codependency that is what you're trying to break free from. So maybe you have an important relationship in your life. Again, could be a spouse, could be a child, maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's something totally different. But it's something where there is definitely an attachment to, where you feel responsible. However, this has become toxic. It's a toxic codependency that you have identified. And even though there is love, you still feel like that's where you belong. You don't want that toxicity. You need to be set free from because I feel like this here is really somebody else's insecurities that are being projected onto you, and you're not having it. And this person thinks, or whatever, I think it's a person. This person thinks that by you escaping this devil energy, this codependency, you don't love them anymore, or you don't care, when that's not the case. The case is that you love yourself. And so there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. But yeah, somebody needs to check their insecurities. Yeah. There could be such a happy, like, new beginning here. But this is quite the beast, okay, to slay. Some of you will be able to get through it and come out on the other side better for it with all these people, or this person, whatever. Some of you not. Some of you might have to just let go. And we did see that in the other reading that you may, this could be friends, whoever it is. But it's up to them. Like this is just, one of those things in tarot where we can't say definitively because there is free will. And so it's this person's free will whether or not they come to terms with the fact that they have codependent traits, that are toxic and that they need to work through. It's not something that you need to adapt to. That's kind of backwards. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing there. So let's get an oracle card for you as your final message, Scorpio. I will be back here with the whole story readings maybe next week or the following. So set that little alarm if you'd like to see those so that you can be notified. Okay, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. What do they need to know? Ooh, a partnership for the new age. It is time to welcome it. So this could be a new partnership, or this could be an existing partnership that rises to new levels. It's a new age. Now, interesting. Look what we got. Protect what you love. It is your duty and responsibility. Didn't I tell you, like, you felt some sort of responsibility? You feel responsible for someone or something, and that's what's been holding you back because you didn't feel like you could do both, like that you could be responsible and fulfill your duties and still pursue your own passions. Well, I mean, I feel like you can do it, but yeah, this is coming through very strongly. You're not abandoning anything, Scorpio. Wow. You cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. That is so beautiful. Like, and everything here is possible. And we saw that. I mean, all you have to do is persevere, stick with it, because it's going to take you, yes, it's going to take you to a higher level. Some of you could be making a lot more money, this year. You could be achieving some great things. And so don't let anybody discourage you. Use your intuition. If you really feel like you're on the verge, you're on the precipice of achieving something you've always dreamed of, your intuition is right. All right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'll see you soon. Bye.